Welcome to Culture and Conversation with Sire Stuyvesant, the music, culture, relationship, and real life meet. I'm your host, Sire Stuyvesant, here with a special guest, GQ. What's good, my brother? What's good?
I finally feel like I broke my podcast virginity, my nigga, but thank you for bringing it.
Pause that.
Appreciate you. Yeah, we gotta pause that.
Thanks.
You know the vibes, man, but glad to be here, though.
Welcome. This is episode 2. Welcome back. Let's just get straight into it. You know how we rock. So first off, we got to talk about the Knicks playoff run.
I talk about the Knicks a couple days after. That's what we're doing.
Why not?
Because you know I'm still mourning. You know that.
Listen.
You know that. Because you ain't a Knicks fan. You a Lakers fan, but
Slow down.
You're a Lakers fan. And
My East team is the New York Knicks.
We can't have that. You're from the East.
That's my East team.
But we're not doing that because you're from the East. So you can't say you're East team.
But I'm from New York.
Right. You can say you're West team. You're from the East. So
no, that's my East team. My West team is the Lakers. But hold on.
Who you bigger fan of?
Right now?
Yes.
The Knicks.
No, see, I knew you was gonna do that. Like a lot of these, I ain't getting into that.
Right. Let's talk about the Knicks playoff run.
But I don't want to talk about the run. I want to talk about how we ain't shit.
All right, well, first let's congratulate them.
We could do that. We could do that.
Listen, the energy in New York right now was elevated.
It was.
Now it's crushed.
Right.
Speak on it. You the biggest Knicks fan I know.
I'm not the biggest one.
All right, speak on it.
But I'm you know what I mean, Knicks tape. But nah, the reason why I'm saying we ain't shit is like, yo, as much as I thought we was gonna chip, like I thought we was gonna win the chip, I thought more in percentage-wise that we was gonna lose the chip. Like we wasn't gonna even get there. That's why I'm like, I just have this we ain't shit mentality because we ain't do shit in mad years.
So shouldn't you be happy that y'all made it this far?
I'm happy.
You don't sound happy right now.
Well, because we lost.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it was like, I'm happy.
All right, let's cut the bullshit. Knicks wasn't supposed to get this far. So let's congratulate that they made it this far.
I need you to be easy though. Like, cause
Let's speak about why the Knicks lost.
Okay, let's do that.
Let's get focused.
Let's do that.
Why did the Knicks lose to the Indiana Pacers?
Because we ain't shit.
I need more than that.
You know what I'm saying?
I need more than that, champ.
That's what I'm saying. So, all right, if I could break it down analytically, if you want me to, I always thought I ain't gonna lie to you, I even thought we was gonna lose to the Pistons.
Okay.
Only because I didn't think we was tough enough. But some odd reason, Cat played more bully ball with the more physical team and played less bully ball with the more finesse team, which is the Pacers. But this is why I feel like I really think he was hurt. Like they talked about his knee. I think he had some like finger shit the series before.
So you're saying that Cat is the main reason?
I'm saying that he's the main reason. Well, player-wise, main reason. Coaching, I think I think players.
Here we go about the
hear me out. I feel players control the game in the sense of what needs to be done reactively.
Okay.
Coaches have to not make the player feel reactively and have sets and stuff that makes them now feel as fluent, right? I feel Tibbs, just how he coach, he mentally drains them and physically drains them. When you get physically drained, you obviously get mentally drained. I just feel like the Pacers took advantage of the Knicks being physically and mentally drained.
He played his bench though, so that's a bad excuse.
But
Brunson, he's a chuck.
So I'm not even gonna argue on that one.
No, he's dribbling the ball for 20 seconds and then passing the ball if he don't have a good shot. I think the reason why the Knicks lost is mainly because of Brunson.
No, I'm not gonna do that because so that take about
so you blaming it on Town?
No, that take about Brunson being a chuck. I agree. I've been saying it for months. Like you remind me of my boy. Like we used to call him nigga Chuck Norris, right? Like in basketball, be Chuck Norris, but we couldn't get too mad because he was scoring. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to, you know what I'm talking about. But he was scoring. So it didn't really get niggas too tight. And I feel the same thing with the Knicks. Like Brunson killing, but he dead ass chucking. Like
it was bad shots.
I mean, what's bad shots though?
It was bad shots that Brunson was making. Overall though, the energy that New York felt was, I've never felt this. Like I said, I've never seen the Knicks get this far in my lifetime. Right? Well, the energy in New York was unmatched. Even people who don't even watch basketball was going crazy.
Did you go last year when they ain't go?
No,
they ain't get this far, right? So I'm saying, this is why I know we lunatics, right?
Lunatics.
It's real shit. It could have been game 1 of the playoffs, first round. Mm-hmm. You couldn't tell the difference if it was the last game of the finals. Like, niggas just lunatics, bro. Like, I mean, the shit I was seeing, like, I remember seeing the video on everybody's platform of the dude that jumped he climbed the billboard. Mm-hmm. I was literally like right behind the whole shit. So even people saying like, how did he get up there? I'm like, yo, I literally saw him do some monkey shit, like climb the whole shit and got to the top.
Listen, he needs to sign up for, what's that shit called? Ninja Warrior?
Well,
for him climbing up that shit and not falling, that's a success.
Well, nah, so it's actually ladders though. Like it's little, so I always think.
Give the man his, come on.
Yeah, I hear you, but I used to always think like.
Nobody knows it's ladders.
But you don't even think about shit like this, even graffiti. Like when you see graffiti at the craziest places, like, yo, how the fuck is this thing out up there?
I think that they just hang upside the wall.
Well, that nigga was the same nigga that was doing the graffiti, you know what I'm saying? But overall, the Knicks, I'm a Knicks fan heart to heart.
Listen, all I know is that the New York culture felt like it came together. Like, so speaking on culture, right? Speaking of a friend, they posed this question, right? They was asking, what's your preference? Dating American women or...
I know where it's going.
or dating Caribbean women? Don't sugarcoat the shit.
Well, I'm not trying to
First off, you Caribbean.
Right. That's why I think I need to be responsible for my Caribbean followers, that I don't get crazy, right? I mean, but I will always prefer Caribbean women over American women. It's just...
Why?
Well, for the most part, my moms ain't playing them games. It's just what it is. Like, you know what I mean?
What does that mean?
She's never said it in verbal, but it's based on energy, who I let her meet versus others. And
meaning that you brought an American chick there.
I have.
What happened?
Just, I could tell the temperature was like not the same, not more inviting.
What don't your parents like about American women or you dating?
I can't say for sure because I never had that conversation.
Right, so how do you feel?
I just feel like it's just like I don't want to go there, but it's almost like the same thing in the sense of a white person might want to encourage their children to date white, right?
Okay.
That's why I never took that as personal, because I feel like just, you know what I mean, it's culture. I understand that person and that person's culture more than anything else. So I never took that as like a slight or whatever, but that's just what my parents are. More my mother than anything, by anybody else. But so because of that, I train myself to just think, you know what I mean, like Caribbean women. But I'm not, you know what I mean? Like I'm not tripping on American women. I remember, I'm born in America.
Same.
Right.
But my take is completely different.
It's in here.
Yes, I was born in America, Brooklyn, Bed-Stuy, but I've dated American women and I've dated Caribbean women.
Okay.
And the difference is there was nothing relatable with me and the American chick. Like, she didn't like soca. She didn't like dance hall.
Okay, I got a different take.
She said she don't like oxtail. I don't even eat meat. Who the fuck don't like oxtail?
A person that don't eat meat as well.
No, slow down. When I ate
pause,
meat,
by the way.
When I ate meat,
yeah, that sounds crazy.
I ate oxtail.
No, okay. Well, I guess what I'm trying to say is that if you don't like to eat meat, pause, right? Oxtail don't taste like nothing but the shit that you don't like. You know what I mean? So it's like, for instance, like, let's say I'm a person like, I just don't like shrimp. Like, I'm allergic, whatever, but I don't like shrimp. Okay. Whatever shrimp do for you is not going to do for me. You know what I mean? So cause I don't like it.
You speaking on one thing. What about the culture aspect to it? Meaning that she didn't like soca, dance hall.
Okay.
Like, say, for example, I don't like going to American parties, hip-hop parties, hip-hop based parties. right? Because everybody wants to be in a section, just buy bottles, stand there. It's a fashion show. Everybody just looking. Nobody's dancing and actually partying.
I agree.
The difference with Caribbean parties, you go inside of a Caribbean party, as soon as you walk in there, it's vibes. Everybody dancing. Shit, somebody can make a mistake and step on my shoe. And then just be like, all right, it's all right, it's all right. Going to an American party, I might get stabbed. That's
respectfully, you can get stabbed at a Caribbean party too.
But it's less likely.
Okay, whatever.
It's less likely.
But all right, so to just to combat, like, and I'm using combat in the lowest definition term.
Okay.
Because I agree a little bit, but when you said something about culture, so I'm like, all right, you do American shit. You do. Like, you don't act like a Caribbean. All right, we're talking about a real Caribbean, like a real Caribbean. You're not that. You know what I'm saying?
What is a real Caribbean?
Ashy ankles, sandals.
That's crazy. That's crazy. That is crazy.
Well, all right, what I'm saying that in the sense of, this is what people project.
So I need a marina tank top too? Like, what are we talking about?
Hear me out. I'm not trying to say that this is what people project. I'm just saying that a Caribbean person, I might use my own country, culture, whatever, right? So I'm
Speak for yourself.
I'm being extra when I, like,
my family, they grease their ankles.
The mic in front of me, so I'm saying, I'm talking shit. But what I'm saying is, like, Americanized is called Americanized for a reason, right? It's like, all right, we now do more civilized shit. We're not a third world country, right? Third world country. When you hit third world country, what do you think in your brain?
Poor.
All right, then. So how much third world countries you think? You think Trinidad's not a third world country?
No, not in my eyes.
Okay, come on, son. Let's be real here.
Not in my eyes.
Come on, bro.
It's not.
It's a third world country.
What makes it a third world country?
Because they're everything about it, right? So let's be here. Economic, education. It don't have the resources. I'm not trying to play it. I'm saying they don't have resources to be this mainland that people would want to migrate to live. Maybe to
Trinidad have oil.
Okay, what are you doing with oil? I understand. We got this. Yeah, that's not even good. But I'm just saying in the sense of, all right, let's be real here. Like, people come to America to have a better life. Oh, I'm good still.
The American dream is dead, bro. It's no more American dream.
Right.
That's that.
But you can't say that being born in America.
Why not?
Because the dream, you don't know what is the dream. So I'm saying, in the sense of them coming from another country to a better life, right? You know what I'm saying? So you don't know what that feels like as to why you're Americanized from rip. So again, I drastically said the whole Ashy thing and Sandals to kind of move my point, is that American culture represents some type of more independency than any other place you can possibly live.
Right.
As to why I'm more open to it versus Caribbean women, because it's like, all right, like, I could be diverse and I'm born American. So I can kind of more relate to American culture in the sense of women. I'm not talking about every other shit, dancing, food. In the sense of women, I can relate to a woman born in America more to a woman born in the Caribbean. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's my whole point behind it. So I mean, I'm cool on both sides. I ain't gonna lie to you.
So your preference to bring it back?
Preference Caribbean.
Caribbean.
Yes.
Like, all of that shit, it doesn't matter. It could be American, dating an American chick, dating a Caribbean chick. If both of y'all love languages are not in sync, then it's a mismatch. Whether or not she's American or Caribbean.
Mismatch.
Love language.
Okay, we can do that. I'm on top of that.
Do you agree with that or no?
So the reason I say I could tap into that is because I think I just probably maybe in the last 5 years started really recognizing love languages. So that allowed me to kind of understand who I am. In the sense of romance. I feel like I've been kind of struggling maybe the last, let's say, 15 years, really kind of identifying what I wanted to do in the sense of romance. Like, I've been dubbed womanizer mad times. Oh, he this, he that. I mean, it's all good. I just feel like it comes to stick with being a man and being attractive. So it just, I kind of just take those bows and arrows, like, all right, whatever. But me now more tapping into who I want to be in the sense of monogamous, you know what I'm saying, shit like that. It's like, it pretty much just, it makes me feel like I'm in my age. Like, I just say I don't ever feel like I was acting my age, but I feel like maybe with women, I've just been maybe OD toxic. You know what I'm saying?
Do you feel like there's been a difference of love languages right? So
Right.
like, for example, my love language is act of service. And by the way, I don't know too much about love languages and shit. I'm not no love doctor, but I do know like act of service is one of my love language. Quality time. You feel like you ever met a chick where y'all just had different love languages and that's the reason why it didn't work out?
So I can't answer that question again because I feel, all right, so the only way I can answer that question is more speaking on my last relationship, which I really don't want to do.
Okay.
But
And speak in general.
right. So what I'm saying is like I identify love languages maybe on the back end of my, like literally my last relationship.
Okay.
But what I would say is that it makes sense that your love language is what you will tolerate, what you will expect in return, that you're giving off, you want to reciprocate it. But back to the whole thing about me talking about toxic is like, I realized that there was other love languages I don't deal with no more because of the person I am now. But my love languages I used as a, I don't know, a mask, I guess, in the sense of my toxicity. So it's like, what I'm trying to say is that your love language always changes based on how you've experienced love, right? So if you had heartbreak, then maybe something that you recognize as a love language may not be the same as it was before, that is now, after you kind of growed and did your thing as a man, whatever. But as right now, like you said, the same thing. Acts of service was one of my things. I don't care for it no more. I mean, to the point where I
so you don't have any, do you feel, all right, so here's what because I want to kind of understand what you're saying. You don't have any love language?
I have love languages. It's just that I've recognized them to be different now.
All right. So do you feel like you ever been in a relationship and it didn't work because you and the woman who you was dating had different love languages?
All right. So I'm trying to say it the best way again. I didn't know what love languages were at one point.
So now that you know what it is.
Right. So I'm saying now that I know what it is, I feel that the love languages that I've recognized, I paid attention to it more in the sense of this is what I need to be going more for, maybe after my last relationship. But I think I identified love languages before. So to answer your question, I think, yes, I didn't know too much about the compatibility of love languages that I know now. Okay. When I say compatibility, is like, yo, like I didn't think that it had to match. That shit got to match.
It definitely got to. I agree with you. It definitely got to match. I've been in a relationship where our love language didn't align, right? So it was like, all right, I want something that you don't, vice versa, right? And it just didn't work out. We didn't know at the time, but we just had different love languages. So it just didn't work. It didn't mend, you know?
But do you think that you understand what love language is? Like, so is
no, not fully.
Right. So there's the like we always talk about, I mean, me and you before, there's always, the English language is so dope and distinguished and crazy at the same time. It's like, we could communicate, right? Mm-hmm. And not actually speak actual real English, right? Real English. So you slang, whatever, that's an English dialect. So I always say like, you can use, like using your words is important. And that's where I had to learn as love languages, like is being completely direct in what you say.
Right.
Because it can't be misconstrued. Because every word, even slang words, have a definition. And that's part I think of so my thing more is communication. Like communication has always been a thing for me. Mm-hmm. As you know, I'm an Aquarius. And we deal with the black and white, not the gray. So you have to
throw the zodiac in. Don't.
I do that little. I throw that little in. You the zodiac god. You want to kind of put me on a little bit. You know what I mean?
Zodiac god.
But yeah, you know what I mean. So that's one of my. So I'm gonna give you my. I'm gonna try to put it in order, but I'm gonna give you my top 3: communication, physical touch, affirmation.
Okay.
Those 3 things mean a lot to me.
And just to close, in the past, none of those things you felt like.
Well, communication was always the thing.
So then
I didn't know affirmation was.
So then there was some disconnect.
Right, communication. I always felt like I always like to talk. You know what I mean, but affirmation is the one that I struggle with. I didn't know how to give it. I didn't know how to receive it. You know what I mean, which is really, 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 really important in these in these streets that we call dating.
This is episode 2. We're going to figure it out. Like I said, it's a work in progress. And thank you for tuning in. We're coaching and conversation. Stay real, stay rooted, stay blessed. Wow.